not aware, there is quite the high-tech hub growing here in Albuquerque. At the middle of it is a company called LAVU. Here with more on what it is and the two gentlemen behind it, we have the CEO and founder, Andy Lim, and creative director, Ben Harrison. Good morning to you guys. Welcome.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here. Okay, so let's talk about this. A lot of people may not know exactly what goes on in the tech world beyond like what they see on TV or read in the paper. You guys have this company, LAVU. What is it? What does it do?
So LAVU is the iPad point of sale system. So it's for restaurant right now, but we're probably going to jump into more other markets when we actually, move further ahead. Because right now, LAVU has been 4 years. We have about 4,000 restaurants using it right now in 86 countries. So it's really if you go to Vinaigrette and you see them clicking on this iPad while they're placing the order, that's our system.
That's your system.
Yes.
We have about probably 50 customers in New Mexico, but yeah, like Andy said, we're in 86 countries, so they're spread out all over the world on 6 continents.
Okay.
We're still working on Antarctica.
All right. Yeah, that's great. I mean, just as long as it's cold proof, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, so tell me, 4 years ago, how did you guys come up with this company?
So the idea is, well, you're talking about being inspired at first. It's really not so much of we're trying to solve a problem, and it happens to that my friend has this problem. He has a restaurant, and it was it's not running well. The system always break down, and the system costs a lot of money.
You're talking about the computer system, the ordering, the checkout, all
the
that.
big legacy, ugly dinosaur type of system, and so expensive. And every time they broke down, people, when they send somebody to fix it, they have to pay again.
Sure.
which is I'll just make the system go bad, and then if I fix it, I charge you again. It's really bad. So he's like, well, I'm really frustrated. Can you do something to help? So he's like, well, here's a cash register. Here's the whole damn computer. Figure it out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, we can't just figure it out. So when you look at iPad, you look at, well, that's a whole computer, right? Literally a whole computer.
Yeah.
All you need to do is have it communicated to the Wi-Fi, and print out to the receipt printer. That's all. And the receipt printer has the IP address connected to the internet, basically, right? So that's kind of the idea.
So,
it's
and
really
that was
trying
the
to help
time.
a friend.
That was about the time when the iPad was just coming out.
Yep.
So this friend of Andy's had a restaurant, gave him a printer and a cash drawer, and said, "Can you make something better?" So the iPad was just coming out. We got the developer kit and had a product ready. As soon as the iPad came out, LAVU was ready. So we were actually the very first full-featured iPad point of sale on the App Store.
So if you have a business and you have like a location business, like a restaurant, location's very, very important.
Sure.
In tech business, timing is so important.
Okay.
So we have a very good timing, to be literally maybe the very first one or the second one out in the market.
Yeah.
And people just, kind of, you have the people that have the same mindset, like, well, this is ugly and just really ugly and stupid. Why don't we have this beautiful iPad and make it work like the computer does?
Yeah.
And it is literally a computer. And everybody say, well, there's got to be an app for it, right?
Yeah.
So
We threw up a website, and people actually found us. There were so many people that
had the same problem as Andy's friend.
The same problem as Andy's friend, and they were looking for a similar system. They actually came to us, and before we knew it, we had a list of 800 people before we were really ready to go to market. So
that's a good problem to have, I take it.
We knew we had a hit on our hands here
Yeah.
at this point.
So we say, no way, we can't handle this just yet. We didn't even sign up people until we say later. But maybe about 4 or 5 months later, when we say, okay, well, we get people to sign up online now, because you have an influx of people while you just started the software, which is very baby. I mean, you have to, software, you have to go through a lot of improvement before you can say, I have a solid software, because you work. Even right now, we have tons of bugs that we need to fix.
Okay. So I imagine with a company exploding like this, doing business in 80-some countries, you probably have opportunities to go keep your hub or go move it somewhere else. Why stay here in Albuquerque when we see a lot of people that do move out of this city?
So Albuquerque become my home now. I mean, I have my wife and my kids here, and I moved here since 2000. And since then, I don't look where else. I mean, I started my other company here too previously. I think Albuquerque is underutilized, and right now, to be honest with you, it doesn't matter where you start the company. It's globalization. You can start a company in Berlin. You can start a company in Jakarta. It don't really matter. I think what matters is the talent, and we do have great talents here. It's just really underutilized, and people just don't go. They don't put the effort to really go and find them, and it's really, it's really funny because a lot of people, especially, there got to be two-way street, right? You have the student that just they really love learning. They got done with learning. They're like, well, their mindset is like Google or Facebook or Silicon Valley. But if you look at, if we can change that mindset and actually approach them and say, hey, you know what, we have a great company here. Why don't you stay? And we have a great culture. You can actually go in and look at the company. It's really different. And I think that's what we, if I should say, that's what we're lacking over here, is that be able to showcase that company. There's a great company here, and there's a great culture here. And there's a tech company that can actually that mimic Facebook or Google.
Okay.
Why don't you guys stay here? Why do you always have to go to California?
Sure. Okay. Real quick, Ben, what's next for you guys?
Well, as Andy said, we're reaching out to new markets. We got a new application for hotels.
Awesome.
You can just imagine with the mobility of LAVU, there's a lot going on there. We have a new application for fitness centers and gyms.
Okay.
We have a lot going on.
Okay. A lot of expanding.
And I would say keep checking us up on our website or on social media, because we keep everybody posted on new developments.
Okay. If you want to find out more about LAVU, what's going on, if you own a restaurant or a hotel, see if you can get them involved in your business, head to our website at krqe.com. Andy, Ben, thank you so much for coming in. It's
Thank
exciting
you.
stuff.
Really appreciate it.
We'll talk to you soon. It's 8:31.